You are now listening to Talk is Cheap FM. Brought to you by Bet the Tuesday.
Talk is cheap, motherfucker. Yo, what's up, everybody? How you guys doing? How you guys been? It's been a minute. This is your boy, Baba Tuesday, of course, and this is another episode of Talk is Cheap FM. My bad, I'm going too fast. It's been a busy day. I've been shooting all day, and I'm late for this podcast, but thankfully, we got a brother on the line. He is a previous caller, and we just gonna shoot the shit, and he was like, yo, I know what's good. You on Black People Time. When you told me 5 o'clock, I knew you was going to start at 5:45. So it's 5:45 right now, and we're about to start. We're about to talk. So let's see if he's still on hold. Hopefully he's still on hold and he ain't pissed off. Yo.
Yo.
Yo, what's going on?
Nothing, just chilling, man. Chilling. Just got back in.
Yo, I told the listeners, like, listen, I told you that I said that we can start at 5, and we starting at 5:45. This is Black People Time. I'm normally before schedule, but, like, my schedule has been hectic, and, you know, I'm out here, I got to pay these bills, so I'm shooting, I got to make this money.
Hey,
but,
man, get your money, man.
Yeah.
Get your money.
I went overtime, but usually I like to I like to start shit on time. But anyways, let everybody know who you are, because I didn't drop any names, but I told them that you were a previous caller that had a lot of gems. So state your name, and then we'll just we'll just shoot the shit for a bit.
My name's Rob Turner. Everybody knows me as Tuna. So yeah, that's just me.
That's him. Okay. So I was thinking about doing a Twitter post, and I was going to post something along the lines of, there is nothing more humbling than getting cheated on by a girlfriend who looks average.
Yeah, I'll have to agree with you 100%.
Yo, that
I
hit.
I can't imagine. Damn. Yeah.
It happens.
If you settled and that's what you got, then that's what you got.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, whoever
I've never even thought about that. That could be just the worst burn on anybody. Any homie, you'd be like, really?
yeah,
You're late, you're seriously.
yeah,
Come on, man.
the shit happens though. You know what I mean?
I know it happens, but damn, but not if she just is you should've, I don't know, I guess you should just try harder, I guess. I don't know.
But
That's fucking terrible.
it is. It's fucked up. But in reality, the lady that you are with, or vice versa, ladies, the person, okay, I'm just going to say, the person that you're with at this particular moment is the best that you can do at that moment. For instance, most likely, if you are very attractive or you have a lot of money, have a lot of resources, you're going to get the pick of the top litter as a man, right?
Yes,
But
and no.
we can talk about that. But I'm just talking.
The top of the food chain is kind of damaged.
But
The top and the middle. So sometimes you have to swing low to high. Like, you know, remember how what's that dude's name? Julio Franco used to bat?
yeah.
Like that big dip.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's only swinging for home runs. So somewhere in his catch, he had to hit something else that wasn't a home run. Maybe it's going to be fly out in the on the warning track or whatever. I'm just saying, I don't know. The top of the run is fucked up. The top, the upper top, middle, whatever you want to call it after that, like all of that shit, from the middle up is all fucked up, and it's like a fucking minefield. Just you gotta pick your spaces on there. That's all I can
Yeah, that's what's in, that's what. Yeah, I mean, I think the higher you go up, the more you'll get of like somebody being narcissistic. You'll get like, you know, the real the people who yeah.
I've been told recently that girls can't be narcissistic.
Oh shit! Wait, hold.
With no rebuttal, no nothing. You just like, okay, so you base that on.
Yo,
what?
can I interrogate you about this real quick?
Yeah.
Okay, the person that told you this, was it a female?
Oh yeah, it was 3 of them.
Oh, and were they?
I wish I could say their names right now, but I can't say their names right now.
And were they okay? So tell me this: are they past the age of 30?
Yeah.
This is simple. They're trying to keep up with the younger chicks because they already are on their way of, you know, their sexual value just based upon looks is starting to fade. So that's understandable. So they don't want to feel bad by, you know, taking a million selfies and trying to bump shoulders with the younger ladies that are out there. That's understandable. I get it.
Yeah, I mean, it was. I didn't even have a rebuttal for it. I was just like, okay. I just said okay and rolled on.
Yo, did you not have a rebuttal because you was trying to fuck one of them, or you're just like, what? You guys are crazy?
No, just because I didn't want to engage with them because it was going to be a long drawn out thing. And they would fucking pee all over my game everywhere I went.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, and I just was like, okay.
So what did they say?
I have nothing to say.
How did they say it? They just say, did they just say, hey, Rob, or whatever?
No. Like, it was already going to be an altercation anyway, because they know how I feel. I'm like, y'all are fucking up the gene pool for everybody.
Yeah.
You fucking it up.
Yeah.
Like, y'all are telling these bitches this, and that's what they're listening to, and that's how they, I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do it.
Well, I mean, they're going to learn the hard way when every single one of those chicks that believe in that shit, they quote unquote hit the wall and they start decreasing. And the only thing that they can bring to the table is them looking good because that's the only,
But they don't look good. That's the thing. I was just like,
damn it.
It burnt me out.
Damn it. There's nothing more humbling than a unattractive female saying that females can't be narcissistic.
But that is what blew my mind. I didn't know what I was. At first, I was like, I don't even know what to say to you. Then second, I was like, you know what? I can go ham right now.
Yeah.
But it's going to bite me in the end. I can't do it.
Yeah, I mean,
let that shit go. I'll take an L.
So, and you gotta kind of think it's like, okay, females call dudes fuck boys, right? But females are the ones.
All the time,
yeah. But females are the one that are so narcissistic and so fucking evil that they always have at least one ugly friend in their group to make them feel better.
Oh, one? There's always two.
So in this group
one is just busted, broken. The other one is just busted.
Yeah, she might have a body, but her face looks like goddamn Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yep. John got beat, came to fucking dinner and shit, and you're like, no, no.
Yo, all right. So in this pack of 3, you said they weren't attractive, or you weren't attracted to them. So was it just a pack of like ugly chicks that were just talking shit?
Pretty much.
Oh my gosh.
You gotta let it go sometimes, man. Sometimes you just don't want to. You don't want to get the win. So you might just have to take this L. So I'll take an L. I don't care. As long as I still get the championship round, I'm fine.
Well, you know, it really wasn't an L because you didn't engage in any conflict. So it wasn't an L at all. It was just like one of those things where you realize that jumping off of a ledge to sacrifice yourself to some Greek gods doesn't make any sense.
Sometimes
you know?
this shit is dumb.
Sometimes you just gotta
be
like,
man, I'll just go ahead and take this for the team. If I come out.
yeah, I get it, but I wouldn't consider that shit a L. Fuck that. You're actually wise enough to just shut the fuck up and think how you think and listen to these chicks fucking talk nonsense. You know what I mean? So they're probably on a sexual high right now because they're still getting fucked because of social media. Because yeah. So they think that their sexual market value is probably canted because they're still getting attention, you know.
Yeah.
But let's not get it twisted. Let's not get it twisted.
It's all relative. I mean.
Yeah.
You get that attention, but whatever. At the end of the day, people are gonna find out: A, you're a bitch. B, you're selfish. C, you don't really give a shit about anybody else. So what do you bring? Oh, you don't have your look. You don't have that. You don't have that hair. You don't have that smooth ass face. No.
Shit.
So at the end, you're just like, man, fuck. It's like, man, I can't even be like. It's like now when you get a picture on social media, that is not what that motherfucker looks like.
No.
Ever in life. Like, all these filters, like, sometimes people, like, girls just jump into my DMs, and they're sending me pictures and whatever of, with the dog ears, or, like, bunny ears, or something. I'm like, sometimes whenever you see them in, like, person, you're like, man, I wish this bitch had these dog ears. I wish she had these bunny ears. You're like, it's terrible. It's a terrible thing to say. It is just terrible. You're
like,
you smoothed out your face with whatever filters that they had. You don't even look anything like that motherfucker.
Bruh,
like in a lineup, they'll be like,
it was that nigga. in a lineup.
You don't even know. You wouldn't even know.
It was in a lineup. You're like, it's that nigga right over there. Shit, the one that looked like.
I'm like, you were like, is that nigga alive to you? Like, yeah, that's beautiful. Beautiful picture of a dead motherfucker. We're like, no. That's bullshit.
Two things I want to say real quick before I forget. So your boy's walking into Walmart getting some goddamn lentils and some vegetables and shit, right? You know.
First of all, you said lentils. I was like, this is with the proper term.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what lentils are, but like 10 of them. In this whole podcast, they don't know. It just be like, I walked in there to get lentils, and they'll be like, what did you say?
Yo, lentils.
You went to get lentils?
Yo. So.
You know exactly what I'm saying. That's
yeah.
Everybody else is like, he said he went to go get lemon and some vegetables. Like, how is that even the combination of things?
Oh shit! If you guys don't know what lentils are, they're kind of like beans, but I don't think they're part of the bean family.
I know exactly what they are. I'm saying for the thousands and possibly millions that will hear this in the future, nobody knows what the fuck lentils are.
Yeah, that's
like 10 of us on this original thing. It's like, yeah, all right, yeah.
No, that's who I was speaking to.
Robert, Johnny, Chris. I mean, like, it's you. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. Like, nobody knows what that is.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they would have glossed over it in their mind, not paying attention, and been like, she said he was going to get vegetables and lemon. What? Like, how is that the combination? Yo, that's not even part of. Listen, that's not even part of. I'm going to get light bulbs, battery, and a carrot. And they'll be like, what? Like, you know what? That's not going to go together.
Yo, it's Walmart. You know, shit. But anyway, okay. All right. So I was getting. I was
going to get toilet paper and ice cream.
Yo,
those are not your checkout
nigga,
items.
you've never went to Walmart and got toilet paper and ice cream.
No, not together. Like, those are the only two things I'm gonna get. Like, come on, man.
Yo, sometimes I walk into Walmart.
I don't even get sweet.
Yo,
I'm sitting here just like, what?
So
just order that.
Yo,
like, why?
Sometimes I walk into Walmart and I don't even have to get anything, and I'm like, let me find the most randomest shit I can buy right here right now.
Buy some carrots and a towel.
Yo,
checks you out is gonna be like, this nigga is about to kill somebody to death right now.
Yo, All right.
There's no way.
All right.
Combinations that you put together.
I got to get back to the story.
That's what I was like. That's what I was saying. I was like, I mean, you said you was going to get some vegetables and lentils, and
Yeah.
I just straight off the top of my head, I heard I'm going to get some linen and vegetables. And I was like, what? No.
Well, anyways, shit, that was a crazy ass tangent. Anyways, so you know those Brazilian chicks that I post up on my Baba Tuesday page?
Yeah.
Yo, I saw one in real life.
Always like gifts in the morning.
Bruh, I saw one in fucking real life walking out of Walmart when I was walking in. She was built
In Walmart where? Are you in Texas right now?
Yeah, I'm in Dallas. Bruh,
man,
she had
throw my phone at this one,
bruh, she had like that Mariah Carey skin tone, and she had dark hair. She had dark hair, but she like bleached it, so she had like that, you know, that Brazilian look with the bleach hair, and and then
it's like
her,
almost looks like silk.
yes, her body was like bayou. Everybody stopped. Everybody fucking stopped and looked at her exiting. Well, I was I saw her passing, and the butt was so nice that you didn't even have to turn back to look at it because you saw that shit from like the side, like from the front to the side.
And to the back.
Yeah, but here's the thing: she was in shape, like her stomach was flat.
She was not Brazilian. She was she's an Instagram model.
No, she was.
There's I have never met one that was in shape that would just go ahead and take everything away from everybody.
Bruh, she was Brazilian.
Like, was there some risk it all type?
Bruh, I would have. Bruh, if I was a preacher, if I was a Christian preacher, I would have turned Muslim. All right, it was yeah. Yeah, I was like, I would have been like, Allah, Allah, but.
I was even know to even say to that line. I was like,
Yeah.
damn, this dude. Okay, all right, shit.
Jesus,
Like,
Jesus,
that's
who?
like, I've seen some of those, but I don't know.
Bruh, but anyways, that's one story. I just wanted to tell you that. I knew you was going to appreciate that. The second story is this. There was a chick on Instagram that I follow, right? And this is how I know, like, social media is kind of fucked up. So anyways, she you know how, like, on Instagram, you can have, like, multiple pictures all in one picture? Like, multiple pictures and you just kind of swipe over?
Like a collage almost.
No, not a collage where you could just...
Squared off.
Where you could just post...
I don't even know what you would call it. Like, panoramic. It's not a panoramic.
That shit. But anyways...
Section off. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I don't know what the name of it is.
Yeah, so slideshow. You can have a slideshow on a fucking Instagram. But anyways, she posted up, the first picture was like her in this hot ass outfit. I mean, like lingerie type of shit. And then there was another one of her in the same lingerie writing something, and another one of her doing something, and then her and the photographer, right? And the whole cap, and you know females write a goddamn paragraph and niggas really don't read. But I was like, let me read this shit. And basically, she was posting like, I had an opportunity, like, I'm doing this sexy photo shoot for my husband, blase. And I was like, why would you post this shit?
Why
And
put your husband's shit on Instagram?
yes, yo, I was like, this makes no fucking sense.
Leave that thought over on the side, dude.
You're sharing, like, he's basically sharing his whole fucking girlfriend with everybody else. Like, we see what you're rocking in this lingerie. Why would you post this up? Are you really looking for attention? Is your husband down with the cuckold thing? Or is your husband like a goddamn simp? Like, I'm sorry, but there's no fucking... I'm not possessive at all. But I'm not going to be...
I'm not sharing.
I'm not... Yeah, and I'm not going to be... But I'm not going to... I
learned how to share when I was younger, but when I get old, like, I'm not sharing.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Really,
there's things... There's
your homegirl standing right there, and she wants to take your place right now.
Exactly.
Back up 2 spaces and let her move to the front.
Yeah, bitch, we playing shoots and ladders, okay? You
to the left.
Yeah. You hit the slide, you gotta slide all the way back down. Hopefully you can slide back in my DM. But
So he was Did she tag him or something? Or like,
No,
why?
no, no, no.
Man, maybe the photographer was shooting his shot.
No, the photographer was
Seeing all over her
well, the
territory.
photographer was another chick, but you never know these days. You know what I mean?
I don't know, but that shit right there, I'm not even a fan at any point. I'm looking at it with the dude on the fucking gif with the dude that skates by. Be like, no, man, can't do it.
Nope. No. So that's the crazy shit that I saw on Instagram.
You know what I think?
What's up?
This is a side tangent. When I'm sitting here, I'm sitting here like, how do those dudes that are cucks? I don't understand. Like, what is the fucking benefit? You have lost any authority you had on anything.
Oh yeah.
You have zero power.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why do it?
Speaking of, I believe that once a chick moves in with you, or once you move in with a chick, the dude's power has gone. Like, unless you have.
No.
Oh wait, hold up. Unless you have like a.
You're reduced to probably 50%.
Here's
like
here.
50%.
Listen.
And from that point, you need to fucking figure out a way to move up the food chain a little bit or something, because otherwise it's going to be half and half, and the half and half is not falling because you end up with fucking flowery fucking potpourri everywhere in your house.
The shit happens. Unless you are known to be like the man of the house, and she wants she accepts like you're the man.
Still doesn't matter, because she's still going to try to be a boss.
Oh, of course, but you're going to have to.
How many people have you lived with?
How many people do I live with?
No, how many people have you lived with? No, girls.
How many girls have I lived with? One.
Oh, bruh. Son.
That was the worst mistake.
Woo, son. I'm going to tell you this right now. You're going to learn in probably the third or fourth one.
Oh, I'm not going to do that no more. No.
Yeah. You say that now. I applaud you in your supreme stance, but at a certain point, it's going to be, that's just what you got to do.
I don't know, bro. I don't think so. Fuck that.
Oh, hey, it's either that or you're busting out a fucking $3,000 for a fucking ring right off the bat.
I'm not getting married.
6 is probably what the level probably needs to be. Yeah.
I'm not getting married. That's one thing I will never do. No.
Bruh, I said that too. I've been on homies for life for a long time. I almost got married twice. So yeah. I feel you, but
listen, I
feel you, but
listen, there is no buts about it. I do not trust, and I tell females, even if I've known her for a long time. I know this chick for about 12 years, and we've been off and on doing shit, and I told her, like, I don't trust her. I mean, there's nothing wrong with
12 years, and then you told her you don't trust her?
Yeah, I said I don't trust you. Why? Bro, like, if she leaves, she leaves. I'm like that Russian dude off of Rocky. If she leaves, she leaves.
Time out.
What's up?
Did she have shit to say? Nothing? She didn't say nothing when you said you don't trust her?
She did, but, like, I deaded that shit right there. It's like almost... Here's the thing. Like, I listened to...
That's crazy right there. That's just crazy right there.
No, I'm being real. Like, I don't...
No, I feel you. I know
like, I don't trust you. And I was thinking while I was...
She let you dare that shit and then not bring it back up?
No.
Get the fuck out of here.
Nope.
Because in my experience, that shit's coming up the next week, the next week, the next week, the next week.
Listen, man, I'm not backing down off my word. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But, like, my beliefs and everything...
Well, yeah, I guess I'm fucking a soft motherfucker then, because I have listened to that shit. I'm 41, I'm telling you, I've heard this shit like probably 5 different girls, and the intensity is for like not a year, but like multiple years. And
Yeah.
At a certain point, sometimes you just back off of it and you're like, whatever. Or you're just like, you can kick rocks. One or the other. Like, let your feet touch your gravel.
Yeah, like, I'm not afraid to lose a bad chick. I'm not afraid. I am not afraid. I am not afraid.
See, and that's the problem. That's my problem right there. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
I'm not a fighter.
Yeah, I can whip somebody's ass if I need to.
Oh,
I don't need
yeah.
to. Like,
Yeah.
who am I? I'm going to fight somebody over a girl. Fuck that shit. But I'm a lover, and I'm always trying to fucking find a way to make shit easier.
Yeah, I get it.
And it always turns bad.
Because you're a lover.
Yeah,
Listen, once you start being nice, that's when shit hits the fan. Once you show that side of like you care. I know this sounds fucked up, but once you really open up, you can care and not open up. But once you really start opening up, and she starts like really get to know you, that's when shit is going to hit the fan, because like she's gonna know your weak points, and she's gonna know how to fucking use your shit against you. You know what I mean? Like, you listen.
Really? Yeah, I know.
One thing I've learned from Pat Benatar is that love is a battlefield, and it's a goddamn war out there in these goddamn streets.
Oh my fucking god! Get the fuck out of here! Hey, I can't really even handle that. Like, that shit just got me off my heels. Like, what's that alert for Pat Benatar? I'm like, I'm over here thinking about fucking, I'm like, Pat Benatar, and I'm thinking about somebody in one of my, like, I got a master's in history, and I'm sitting here like, what? Like, who the fuck is Pat Benatar? And I'm thinking of, like, the only motherfucker I know is whatever. And then you start in with the love of the battlefield. Man, I told you I've been out drinking with the homies for open streets. And I'm like, this is what you come with?
Yo, no, but it's true though. Goddamn, it's crazy. It's crazy out there.
It is true. And I was like, hey, I'm sorry to fuck up your shit. I was just like, what did he say?
Yo, the shit's real out there, man. But like, seriously, like, I don't see myself getting married. Like, I already have, if I want to start a family, I'm going to have enough money where I'm going to get a surrogate mother, so I don't have to deal with the baby mama drama. And if I need a female around me, I'm going to get a nun or some shit.
It might be cheaper.
Yeah, I kind of penciled it out, and it will be cheaper, and I know how much money I need to have before I have one child and everything like that. And so I don't need, the only thing I need from females right now is either money or sex. I don't need no love or affection.
Yeah.
Like, if you're paying me to do,
I mean, I wish you could have all the shit.
Nah, fuck that. That's why I say, if you don't have your bearings straight, if you can't have that conversation of, if you are going to be afraid to say, listen, I want a prenup before we get married, then you're going to be taken to the cleaners. You know, if you can't have that kind of conversation and have her sign goddamn papers, then, like, she got you.
Yeah, that's been known to happen. I've seen such things.
Yeah.
My homie.
Yeah. Like, like one of the dudes that, one of your friends, he gets married. Like, or he's thinking about, or he got engaged with his girl, right? Are you going to have that conversation like, bruh, like, did you get like a prenup? Especially if he's successful, are you going to have that conversation with him like, bruh, did you get like a prenup? Or yeah.
Oh, yeah, I will, but nobody else probably would. But I just say what the fuck I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I'm the only one that's single. Everybody else is married. So, yeah. I'm going to just say, that shit might not be balling as much as you think it's balling, but whatever.
Yeah. I told my best friend that if he ever got engaged or something, like, don't invite me to the wedding because I will stop that shit. Like, I told him that straight up. Like, don't do that.
Shit, for no reason?
Because, man, I care about that dude, man.
Is he a dog?
Huh?
Is he a dog?
Nah. You know him. I'm not going to drop his name, but you know his older brother.
Don't name his name. Don't name his name.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just saying. You shouldn't do that. Like, let people fuck up. They have to fuck up because all they're gonna think about is fucking up. You just gotta let them do what they want to do. Like, I fucked up many times. My actual homies, they said, don't fuck with her. Don't get back with her.
Yeah.
Don't get back with her.
Well, I mean,
blah, blah, blah.
like,
and you know what happened? That means I'm not gonna go fucking 10 times harder.
yeah. Oh, that's true. Like, I'll let him fuck up, but don't invite me to the wedding. I gave him a fair warning. Like, I don't want to know nothing about it. I'm not going to send you guys something, but I'll send you something. But don't.
Bruh, I already told you about my belief on sending gifts. I'm done sending gifts.
Yeah. I got that from you.
You don't get second or third. Really, bitch?
Yeah.
Being giving me a gift. Every time when you got engaged, you should have sent me a gift. And I didn't even have to know that it was coming.
Yeah.
Like, it should have just been like, surprise.
Or at least, or at
I was
least,
just joking.
or at least send me back the shit that I got you, so I can at least take it back to goddamn Walmart or Target and get a fucking refund or a credit.
Well, yeah.
Shit.
But none of them motherfuckers, they just give you some store credit and be like, you don't have shit I want. Like, really? So, yeah, no. That shit ain't gonna work either, but it's the principle behind it.
Yeah.
Don't get fucking married multiple times and not know that you didn't like this bitch in the first place. You knew and she knew. Y'all didn't like each other.
Bruh,
y'all didn't like each other. Just go on.
Like if one of my boys is gonna get married, like, I'm gonna look at him, right? And I'm gonna have a face to face with him, and I'm gonna say, what benefits are you getting from getting married? Give me some, sell me this marriage shit. Sell it to me.
I got a better test for you. Have y'all broke up before, for real?
Oh, shit,
and got back together. If y'all broke up and got back together, I might have a little bit of faith in you, unless both of y'all was just prostitutes and did whatever for whatever. But I'm saying, if you broke up and then you got back together, or even if you broke up and got back together like 3-4 days later, whatever.
Well,
that shows me a little bit more.
I don't know.
I want to try. I want to do something because nobody tried.
I don't know because you got to do a little bit more investigating.
That's like all these little bastards that are in the fucking okay, look at the NCAA. Everybody you don't get playing time because you're a McDonald's All-American. You don't get playing time on this team, enough playing time that you want, so then you transfer to this school. You don't get the same, then you transfer to like a D, from a D1 to a D2, then to a D3, just so you can be the man. Are you really the man? Nope.
No. Or, I mean...
No. So, yeah. Like, it burns me out. I fucking hate AAU for that reason.
I mean...
AAU basketball, that's the
but
reason
here's
why
the, but here's the thing.
You can just keep going to different teams and different teams just to get playing time.
Here's the thing.
If you don't get burned on the team that you already are on, then you don't deserve burn. That's how I believe it.
Here's the thing. Just like any kind of relationships, there are outside sources or maybe even inside sources that will prevent you from playing, like politics, right? So you might be
okay.
You might
to the same high school I went to. You know exactly what I'm about to say.
Oh, yeah.
Parents decide who plays on the team.
Yeah.
Regardless of skill.
Yeah.
Back in the day, that's how it was.
So you might be the man, but you might have to fucking better your situation and go your own way to make you.
I agree.
So that analogy that you kind of threw out there in the beginning, I do see that. But if a man chooses to go his own way to better his situation, then good. So you might, for instance, you might be making 6 figures, right? You might have the baddest bitch on the block. But who knows what kind of fucking madness you're going through? You know, maybe your 6 figures isn't really 6 figures because she's eating up all your money. And maybe maybe you're mentally stressed out. So what do? You back up that 6 figure, right? You make maybe 50K. You fucking move out of the city into the country and your life is a whole lot fucking better. You're less stressed. Even though you're not making 6 figures, now you're really stacking chips because you don't have a chick fucking buying goddamn red bottoms every goddamn 9 weeks. You see? So I think that sometimes dudes stick with females just because of status or because she's hot. But the underlying thing is that the dude is real depressed because he is not happy. You have to come first. Pun intended. You have to come first, my fellow dudes. Which kind of fucks up my whole thing about like the female that you're with as a representation of what you can get at that moment. You know what I mean? Which kind of coincides with what you're saying.
Your mindset, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's all fucked up. So at the end of the day, I think that an individual is going to have to know personally what his benchmark of success is and what he considers a bad bitch. Because a bad bitch doesn't always have to be a 10. She could be an 8 and she can have her own money. You know what I mean? It's all up to that person, really.
Whoa, back up.
What's up?
Did you say 8?
Yeah. I'm saying I'm speaking upon like
okay, maybe it's all relative.
Yeah.
Subjective to who the person is.
Yeah.
Looking at her.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Exactly.
Your eight might be my 7 or 6, and my 10 might be your 8.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But everybody knows what a California 9 is. I don't give a fuck who you are.
Oh, well, yeah. Come on, bro. Seriously, come on. That's like some Halle Berry, like fucking Halle Berry with a fucking Beyonce ass. Like, get the fuck out of here.
God damn. Shit, man. What else do you want to fucking talk about before we get off? Man, we had a good ass conversation, man. I appreciate you holding on and letting me be late and shit to have this conversation because this is goddamn gold. Do you have any gems? You got any more gems to drop on this?
Talking to you is just easy flow. You just throwing softballs up to me, and I'm just like,
yeah.
Just say whatever. I just say whatever because I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like everybody else, like all our homies, they can't say the things we say because we live a different life than they.
Yeah,
do.
yeah, they're why
they're in relationships or they're actively trying to be in a relationship with some girl that I don't even know. Whatever.
Yeah.
I can't hate the game because I've been a creator in the game. I've given people their greatest line.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't care. So
it's true.
Whenever you call and you want me on, that's why I'm open anytime you want.
Hell yeah, that's what I like to hear.
About whatever, like it doesn't. You obviously know I have 0 subjects that are off limits. Like the end.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
Want to talk politics? I talk politics. Make somebody's mom cry. I'm sorry. I mean, you want to talk about sex? You want to talk about relationships? You want to talk about whatever? I don't care because I just tell you the truth. The truth is I know it.
Yeah, I mean...
And it's hard for some people because they're like, that's what you really believe? You're crazy than a motherfucker. I'm like, how am I crazy? You're crazy for believing something that you don't even know.
Yeah.
I'm crazy. I'm not crazy because I already know. I've already done this shit. Like, whatever most ridiculous thing you can imagine, I probably did it times 10.
Yeah.
And be like, okay.
You did that shit last Tuesday. That's your typical Tuesday, you know?
Tuesday, 10 years ago, fucking 20 years ago. Like, it's just, it goes on and on. Like, the fact that I lucked up on getting to be a bookie, it changed the game.
Yeah.
It opened my eyes to a whole bunch of different shit, and you're just like, you can see the fancy shit, you can see the low shit, you can see the grimy fucking, I gotta deal with these, I gotta tell these sheriffs to go collect this money. Like, really? Come on. I mean, there's a whole bunch of shit that you're just like, what? And so at this point in life, people are like, they're like, oh man, life is so hard. I'm like, dude, I've lived like 50 lives.
Yeah.
And I'm 41. Like,
Yeah.
I've lived way more lives. You live 2 lives or one. Like, one before college and one after.
Yeah.
I've lived like 50 lives on me. That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
So I don't care. So I just say whatever I want to say.
It's and the biggest thing is, man, is like, and this is what, like, this is why, like, I interview people like that and we just have a conversation, is because you're experienced in life, and you got a lot more to experience because you put yourself out there, and people need to hear this shit because they can relate. You know, it's
I left being a junior VP to try to start my own shit.
Yeah.
It went good.
Yeah.
And then I had to deal with the ups and downs of the industry, and yeah, I made some serious money, and then I lost some serious money, then I made some more money, and then it was just like, it's up and down, it's up and down. But you got to pick your spots. Like, everything in life is pick your spot.
Yeah.
Like, I like talking to you because you're a dude that I've followed. I've always tried to follow and like try to support you any way I can. I mean, shit.
Appreciate
Your
that.
people supported me. I support my other people. Shit.
I appreciate that. Yeah, that's how it is, man.
Do what you do, man. Shit.
Yeah.
Eventually, we'll be all serious, and we can be sitting there talking about, like, we can be like Desus and Miro just on there talking shit on motherfuckers.
Yeah.
All day.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah. And who knows,
Them
like,
niggas is killing it. What do they do differently than we do?
nothing at
They're
all.
watching videos that came out like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
With 2 videos that came out that day. I'm not hating on Desus Miro, but I'm just saying, what makes it different than any other niggas that's sitting around talking about some shit?
Their opportunity, their particular opportunities is just a prime example of, like, the opportunities somebody else can have.
Of time. Mm-hmm.
So, like, I never hate on because I always look at the people that are doing the stuff.
I don't hate on anybody. I'm like, do what you do, man.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I cannot get hustle.
But what I was going to say is, like, the people that I see that are doing the things that I see myself doing one day, I see them opening up a door that I don't know about for me, like an opportunity. Who knows? Because maybe their show, somebody will, like, listen to this and then, you know, put me on to something else. You never know. That's all I'm saying is, like, don't hate.
Oh, you want to make an extra breakfast club, a brunch club?
Brunch, goddamn dinner, goddamn late, you know, goddamn.
I'm sorry, that shit was funny to me though.
Goddamn midnight snack.
No, I feel you. I'm not hating on you. I'm just saying. I'm like, what you talking about is like, hey, I might make a brunch club or a dinner sip.
Hey,
I mean,
if the
window is open.
If
the window is open.
Yeah, it's open.
If Charlamagne the God can be like king of fucking black radio, you can too, nigga.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's
It's
what I'm
out
saying.
there.
Like, come on.
It's out there. But anyways, man.
Hey, I can't hate. Breakfast Club is good. That's spicy shit. Just to listen to you be like, what?
Yo, like they, some
like,
of their.
It's good. It's captivating. It's like watching the greatest hour of, what is it, the greatest hour of TV.
Yeah.
My favorite fucking show, if I'm sick or at home, working at home, Maury. Nigga, You Are Not the Father is the greatest show in the world.
You a fool.
That nigga be falling back there. Like the girls be like, no, I'm 1,000%. No, that's not your.
Bruh.
That's not that big baby.
I'm not even gonna lie.
And she goes in, they get the news. She loses. She runs back there. Maury runs back there with a slide tackle in. just to be like, girl, we get you all the counseling, all the testing that you want, like all the testing that you want. You already have been established as a hoe.
Yeah.
Move on to the next one.
Yeah.
Because you're not gonna find this nigga's baby.
Goddamn crazy. Hey, speaking of, hey, fellas, wrap your shit up or at least pull out. But here's the thing.
No, wrap your shit up. Don't even trust the pull out.
Yeah, don't trust that
wrap
shit.
Your shit up. Believe.
Pour bleach on yourself.
Old or young, it doesn't matter. Do it all.
Yeah, but you know,
where
but
these thoughts have been,
you
ever.
know,
they're everywhere.
The real world.
They're doing the most.
The real world. Most of us probably use condoms, but sometimes slip up, and we're just like, "Fuck, we just gonna take a goddamn chance." That's how life is, you know.
Don't slip up. Don't slip up.
Yeah, just be safe out there.
And one thing that I want to instill in my son, like, do not. You always. I don't care what the circumstances are. You just can't trust these girls.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
These hoes ain't loyal. Is what is that nigga Chris Brown? Is that him? Or
yeah,
no,
that's Chris Brown. That's Chris Brown.
Okay, yeah, it was. And, I mean, the beat's popping, but
the message is serious.
More than any of that.
Yeah,
these hoes ain't loyal. So protect yourself.
Protect your neck.
What was it? Protect your neck. Yeah,
protect your neck.
That was it.
Yeah, but anyway,
you got that from your brother, because that's the first time I ever heard that shit.
Yo, you got any last words before we wrap this shit up?
Well, in the honorable words of my homies Desus and Miro, I'm gonna have my own rainbow, and I want you to say, protect your neck.
That's what I'm talking about. And I'm going to wrap this shit up by saying, teach people how to treat you. Sometimes you have to reteach people how to treat you. And whatever the fuck you do in life, carry that shit with confidence. Confidence is like a goddamn superhero power that people just fucking feel. So just be confident, man. And also, like what my grandmother still tells me to this day, God bless her soul, I love you, Grandma. She used to tell me, and she still does tell me this. What did she say? Oh, love everybody but trust no one. I am your host, Baba Tuesday, and we are out. Peace.